Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Southern Kentucky family is recovering after a violent crash, but say they're thankful for a married couple who helped. And GE Appliances is investing $490 million in creating 800 jobs at its global headquarters.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee. It's June 27th. The time now 6 o'clock, and it's time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal this morning. Megan, it is hot. I don't even know how to start these anymore because it's just hot. I mean, it's been the same thing, copy paste.
Yeah, even now that we have those storm chances, it's going to be that copy paste once more because we have those chances for rain and storms in the afternoon. For the most part, looking clear in the morning, but we do have fog chances. And it's just copy and paste. That's how the summer is going to end up playing out, but hopefully those temperatures do cool down a little bit. This morning, we are looking in the 60s and 70s. This afternoon, we're looking in the low 90s. Definitely appreciate the low 90s after having upper 90s this week, though. And here's a look at satellite and radar. All is clear right now. Again, seeing some chances for some pop-up showers and storms as we head into the afternoon. And of course, there's fog in the forecast this morning. Here's a look at where some of the densest fog is. Just be careful as you're heading out on the road, as we do have that fog, of course. And as we go through the next couple of hours, we will see those temperatures warming up. Chances for storms increase as we head into the afternoon. Highest temperatures around that 3 o'clock mark. Amelia.
The trial for the two men charged in connection with the disappearance of Crystal Rogers resumed yesterday. Joseph Lawson and Brooks Houck were back in court. The jury got to see an interview Brooks Houck did on July 8th, 2015 with a Nelson County police detective, along with Kentucky State Police. Detective John Snow asked Houck if there were relationship issues, and he says they would fight sometimes and then Rogers would run off, but they were normally issues, and they also made up and found their way back to each other. Police in Northern Kentucky have released body cam footage of an arrest involving former Cincinnati Bengals player Adam Pac-Man Jones. The arrest happened outside of a bar in Covington earlier this month. In the video, Jones is stopped and questioned by police. Jones was later taken to the Kenton County Detention Center. Jones pleaded not guilty to all charges, which include assault of a police officer, disorderly conduct, and public intoxication. A helicopter crash in western Kentucky was caught on camera. The pilot of a crop dusting helicopter was hospitalized after hitting a power line in Hancock County. Authorities say the pilot was spraying crops with pesticides when the helicopter hit the lines and crashed into a cornfield. The pilot suffered a broken leg and was taken to the hospital by family before first responders arrived. The crash knocked out power to around 3,600 customers. A Pike County student kicked off his summer with an unforgettable moment, which has many folks calling him a hero. He spoke with WYMT's Buddy Forbes to recount his recent rescue.
You got better eyes than I got. Oh, you're 50. Well, don't tell my age.
What was expected to be a quick stop for a photo quickly turned into something 11-year-old Brantley Eads could not overlook.
You're always going to remember that, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. I was standing right here, trying to see if I could see any animals down there. I looked right there and I saw like a bright purple. I thought it was a neck pillow, and then she moved.
Eads, who was with his sister and grandmother at a Virginia overlook between Norton and Big Stone Gap, realized someone was lying in the brush at least 30 feet below the overlook.
He looks at me, Mamie, there's something over the hill. And I was like, I didn't believe him, you know. And he said, look. So I stood on the bottom step and I looked, and sure enough, her knee moved and I seen her shoe.
The family alerted more visitors nearby and called for help. And first responders soon arrived, rappelling down to rescue a woman who appeared to have fallen.
I told him, I said, baby, we can go. We've done everything we can do. And he was like, no, Mamie, we're not leaving until I make sure she is okay.
The family said another visitor noticed an empty van more than 1 hour before they took their photo, but had not seen another person at the overlook. That van was later identified as the woman's vehicle, so they say it had been at least 1 hour since she had fallen to the hillside below. And considering the noise of the traffic and the heat, First responders say they were lucky to have seen her when they did.
The ambulance drivers, the fire department, everybody, you know, said what heroic efforts he done. If he hadn't have seen her, you know, nobody would have known she was there.
Brantley's mother has since contacted the woman who wished to remain anonymous, and they say she is back on her feet, which is all Brantley wanted to see.
Feels good knowing that she's okay and she's at work and stuff.
In Wise County, Virginia, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The woman told Brantley's mother she's fine, but still processing what happened, and she's grateful that God brought Brantley there when he did. Well, a Southern Kentucky family is recovering after a violent crash that happened on Father's Day. The one-car crash on Kentucky 1247 in Pulaski County injured a Casey County man, woman, and their 2 children. Ashley Redner, along with her husband Brandon and children Mackenzie and Colton, were all hurt. But Redner is thankful for a lady named Kristen Greer. She says not only did Greer help her and her husband, but she went the extra mile.
She sat with them. She even rode to the hospital in the ambulance with them.
Ashley says she and her husband and daughter have broken legs. Her son had a bad cut on the head, but she says she believes all 4 of them will completely recover from their injuries. Democratic governors are teaming up to sound the alarm on threats to Medicaid and food assistance programs in the Big Beautiful Bill. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear is the vice chair of the Democratic Governors Association and spoke during a briefing yesterday afternoon about the impact of programs across the Commonwealth.
And we believe that people should see a doctor in their own community. There's nothing Democratic or Republican about that. I would be saying this message at the DGA, the RGA, the NGA, or the IGA, anywhere and everywhere, that we can let people know how this will impact their daily lives, because it's going to make life a lot harder.
An estimated 277,000 Kentuckians could lose their Medicaid coverage with the provisions in the House bill, and that number could swell as high as 346,000. As we've previously reported, 35 Kentucky hospitals are at risk of closing, more than any other state. The president of the Kentucky Hospital Association says steeper cuts in the Senate version of the bill could eliminate 20,000 healthcare jobs in Kentucky. Well, there are more jobs coming to Kentucky, too. During his Team Kentucky update yesterday, the governor announced GE Appliances is investing $490 million and creating 800 jobs at its global corporate headquarters in Louisville. The latest investment being made will bring washer-dryer production to Louisville from China. Congress paid tribute yesterday to Army Rangers who fought in World War II to liberate Europe from the Nazis. Sergeant Joe Drake and Private First Responder Class John Wardle were awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. That's the nation's highest military honor for valor. In a ceremony on Capitol Hill, House Speaker Mike Johnson saluted the pair for their bravery.
This band of brothers is so deserving in this day, to be frank, is long overdue. They formed the spearhead of American special operations in the Second World War. And today we express our most profound gratitude for their courage and contributions with the highest honor that this body can bestow.
Jake's battalion fought in the Battle of the Bulge. Wardle's unit scaled 110-foot cliffs to take out German artillery positions after storming the beaches of Normandy. The family of Loretta Lynn posted on social media that Loretta's husband, Doolittle, also a Johnson County native, would be recognized at the ceremony. He died in 1996.
We're looking nice and clear this morning, but similar to most days this week, we're going to have those pop-up chances for showers and storms as we head into those afternoon hours. But again, this morning is nice and clear. We will see temperatures in the 60s and 70s as you're heading out the door. And by the time you're heading into your afternoon, we will see those temperatures warming into the low 90s. So a little bit cooler than yesterday, but still, it is going to be a hot, hot day, so make sure you're staying hydrated. But if you're heading off to golf, that tee time forecast by the Stonecrest Golf Course and Top Racer Range this morning, not too bad as we're looking at those clear skies, and it's in the 70s, so not bad temperature-wise. Around noon, you'll start to see some chances for some scattered showers, and those chances will increase as you head into the evening hours. But it is the summertime scattered showers, so you could stay dry during it. So fair conditions this evening. Amelia.
Well, thanks for joining us on Mountain News this morning at 6:09. A federal